Thanks for taking the time to talk with us. So the Cats, they finally had their midweek bye. Do you notice a difference in the team now that they've had some built-in rest?
I do. We needed it. It was much needed. We've been going a long time. I think we were the last SEC team to get a bye, and so we just used this week to try to get back to the basics. And really saw the energy levels. Once they got a little bit of time off, energy levels were really high. They're very excited to get back, and we'll go at it. We're starting to try to get whole again, and as we hit this last stretch run, and we needed that. So it was a really good week for us. I was very pleased with it.
Yeah. Speaking of being whole, can you give us a Teonni Key update?
Barring any setbacks by tonight, she'll be out on the floor for us tomorrow. She practiced all week without any setbacks, and her presence alone just made us happy. It just made everyone else better, and I was very proud of the team. We didn't have the results that we really wanted during the stretch, 6 games without her, but I thought they really held up their end. Some kids got better, and they really tried to hold on. They just got tired, and now having her back, she can fill in a plug that we need with her minutes, with her fouls, with everything, just her presence. So it was really good. So we're looking forward to getting her back. And we understand she's going to be rusty, and but just having her out on the floor for a period of time is going to be really good.
Do we expect her to start?
We don't know yet. We're still going to talk about it. We're going to meet tonight as a staff. But whether she starts or not, she's going to play good minutes that she's capable of playing. We're not going to try to do anything extensive and play her like she had just finished playing yesterday. But we'll see how she goes, and we'll just play it by ear.
What have you learned about your team during that stretch when they didn't have Teonni?
Yeah, I thought that other than getting fatigued, they really did. They got tired. I watched Clara. Her production went down a little bit. I think fatigue had a big part of that. But also I thought she was putting the weight of the world on her shoulders. She was really trying to do a lot in Teonni's absence. They're kind of like running mates, and if we can get Teonni back and get her back in full swing, that helps Clara. It helps everyone. But in her absence, I thought Jordan Obi did a really good job and has played well the last few games. We're going to need her to have that same kind of aggression, and then maybe we can get that firepower, that little punch off the bench from Asia Boone. So very proud of what everybody did. Even though we didn't get all the results, I think it's going to bode well for us as we continue on this season, and we have to look at it that way.
Yeah. Could you talk some more about Jordan Obi's play? One thing that's really stood out to me is her offensive rebounding. Although it's not the biggest numbers, I feel like it makes a huge difference when you have someone out there getting the boards.
Yeah, during that 6-game stretch, other than Tony, I thought Jordan was probably our most consistent player. She did a really good job against Tennessee, came back. Again, I think fatigue really set in with her because she had to play so many minutes, very high volume minutes. But she did a really good job, and hopefully with that same aggression that she's gotten since Teonni's been out, she's going to have that same type of aggression. And that's added upon, Teonni's ability to offensive rebound, Millie being able to play a little bit more at the guard spot, rebounding from the guard spot. We're going to have to try to utilize our length again. For 6 games, nobody talked about our length and how tall we were, and that's because Teonni was out. So now we'll be able to utilize that as our strength again, and as we go forward.
Arkansas, they may be at the bottom of the SEC, but it's still the SEC. What do they do well, and what are you guys going to have to do in order to get a win here?
They're at the bottom just because somebody has to be there. They're not. I mean, you put Arkansas in any other Power 4 conference, I bet you they're in the middle. They play extremely hard. They're very well coached, and they never give up. They never give up, and they've been in pretty much. They've had a couple games where they weren't really in it, but they played LSU the other night, and it was a 3-point game at halftime. And so we know it's going to be a very tough place to play. We know it's going to be a very tough game, and we're going to have 40 good minutes of basketball to get ourselves back on track.
Anything else you'd like to say or share?
No, we're just excited to get back on the floor. Obviously, the week was really good for us, rest. But sometimes you get idle and you want to just itching to get back out here and play again. And we have a lot of basketball left, a lot of important basketball left, a lot of great opportunities left. And we just have to get back on track to put a point where we're playing our best basketball at the right time.